SwissBorg is the official partner of my channel where you can buy, sell, hold, and more importantly stake your cryptocurrencies. You can even earn yield on your stablecoins. Sign up with my link and you'll earn up to $100 worth of their native token CHSB just for depositing €50 worth of crypto. SwissBorg. Hello everybody, welcome back. Just going to have a look at Atom as an example of an altcoin. God, I just can't get my bloody words out. It's 8 o'clock as well. Been up for hours, so that probably explains it anyway. So we won't take too long about this. We're going to talk about alt seasons and without going into too much detail and also ruining it for the Patreon members, because obviously if you're a member of the Patreon you get sort of, I suppose, a bit more of a deeper insight into the logic and thinking of what's going on in the market. So I don't want to take value away from that, but if you do want to join, £7.50 a month, 2 live streams a week, can't complain with that. Links in the description below. But one of the things that we noticed on Friday's live stream was that there's a lot of like top, medium cap altcoins that are brewing these signals. Now this is Atom. Atom's one of the better ones. Atom had its golden cross on a daily. You don't see that much. There's not many altcoins that have done that. Bitcoin's only just done it. So that's bullish in the sense of a continuation of a trend. But the confirmation, or should I say the epic signal of a trend, would be given to us on the Ichimoku cloud. We're looking to get one of those soon. We don't have it yet. So when this blue crosses this red and the price action is above the cloud and the Chiku span is above the price, that's when a trend would actually form and hopefully continue at that stage until further notice. Further notice being when the Chiku span touches price action, or you get the inverse cross, the blue and the red. So there was quite a lot of those signals pending for altcoins, right? And back in 2021, actually it was back in 2020, towards the back end of 2020, where altcoins were flat for the most part and Bitcoin was rallying a few 100%. Altcoins were brewing the same kind of signals, really. They were better back then because they were much lower prices. They would have been forgotten. We were technically in a bull market. There was lots of money pouring into Bitcoin. There was likely to be a rotation take place just from the market caps on the on Bitcoin dominance, and so there was a lot of other reasons to assume they were going to see a giant alt season. But one of the signals that we were seeing around November to December on altcoins was this kind of brewing signals, not just on one chart, not on 2, not on 10, but on many of them, right? Many of them. And then when they all got the signals, they moved as one. They helped shift the dominance chart, bringing it back down again. And then, it was just a perfect storm for a really big alt season. What we're seeing now is potential for an alt season, and a reasonable one at that. Obviously, at the moment, we see the Bitcoin dominance chart trending up, and that's basically fine because that's what happened in the last bull market. Bitcoin went up, took the market with it, but the majority of the money went into Bitcoin. That's why the Bitcoin dominance chart moved up, because it's just a barometer of market cap, isn't it? Who's got the most, alts or Bitcoin? And at the moment, still altcoins have it. And I've said throughout the bear market that surprisingly the Bitcoin dominance chart has remained low, and I expect that it'll stay low. I don't think we'll ever see a situation like this again, although we can't rule it out. But I'll be very surprised, and that altcoins are going to be a great place to invest for the long term, which is why I keep touting the buy, hold, stake situation. Because certain altcoins, the real ones, not the ones that have any that you can cast a shadow of doubt on, but real altcoins, with value and utility and working products and good teams and things like that, it should be okay to buy, hold, and stake for a long-term investment. Long-term being 2 to 3 years, full a crypto market cycle, a 4-year market cycle, which is still the clearest model that we've got for this whole situation that we try and trade. So long story short, I think we are brewing a small alt season. Whether we continue to trend up with the market, with Bitcoin into the 47 to 49 zone, where you'd think about a rotation from a Bitcoin position, or if you're still just holding on to altcoins at the moment. Now, obviously, with the market can always be subject to dumps. The market is a bit bigger than just Bitcoin itself. And this is why we normally look at Euro and Dixie and S&P and all that sort of stuff. We do have to look at all those things all the time. But we're not thinking about that today. We're thinking about altcoin strength and continuation. So this is Atom with a good chart, like I say, one of many, but one of the better ones. Took a position on after the stream on Friday on this one. But let's think about Ethereum, because if anyone's going to move the dominance chart, it's going to be Ethereum. And once the dominance chart starts to move through association with that downside momentum on the dominance chart given to us by upside on Ethereum, then normally that is all that is required for alt season to start, to pick up pace. This isn't going to be anything like 2021. If anything, it's going to be similar to the alt season that we saw in the bear market around here, which, Captain Noobmaster hated when I said it. Don't you see, a bear market is a terrible place to be? Yeah. It's just, it is what it is, all right? So if anything, it'll be similar to one of those. And so although altcoins have already moved up, give or take, let's just say on average about 100%, on average, maybe we'll be looking for another 100% on average from here. And again, that's on average. I'm not saying that we're going to see 100% gain on Ethereum, or 100% gain on, little baby Doge, Elon Musk, Master Coin, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying everything's going to move 100%. You got to look at each chart individually, and the best way to do it, to be honest, is to look at their Bitcoin pairs. Really, if we're going to move into an alt season, Bitcoin pairs do offer a little clue outside of the Tether pair, really. But we're just going to think about Ethereum. So Ethereum is pushing hard at this $1,700 zone. We have an incoming golden cross as well, which could easily be retested. Let's face it, down here at 1540. Easy get retested. That's what you'd always expect. We are trying to form a trend signal on the Ichimoku cloud. You can see that they are parallel. The conversion baseline are parallel. They haven't not yet made a cross, but we're just waiting for that cross, and that would be a signal to say trend has formed, and trend will continue until we get the inverse of the signal that we got in at. And this, once this breaks at 1700, we'll be looking for a first tag of around 2000, to be fair. Now, that might not be the biggest thing you've ever seen in the world. We talk about it's only $300, man. It's only $300. That's only 15%, give or take. Yeah, it might only be, but it's the effect it's going to have on the market for altcoins, which is more important than what it is going to do for Ethereum. Yeah, we could move up to 2000, which is only what 16-17% from where we are right now. But that would then start to shift the direction of all the other altcoins, completing their signals, the signals we're waiting for, and then giving them the trends. And then, as you know, as we've seen with Bitcoin, things can just keep going. When Captain Noobmaster wakes up and sees that something's already moved 100%, he's going to be borrowing money off everybody, isn't he? He's going to dig deep so he can FOMO in, and he will take the charts higher than the target prices that we would set ourselves as traders. So that's generally how an alt season will continue to work. They go a little faster, a little higher than generally is required, because Captain Noobmaster and the noob crew will all join forces and pump those charts higher. Either way, the best way to think about it is we are looking to see a signal form on many altcoins of decent market cap, which should carry that alt season up. Recognize that it hasn't been confirmed yet, but we are seeing signs and signals that it will likely be confirmed very soon if we keep our eyes peeled. As far as trend and momentum is concerned, things are fine, really. And Ethereum is one, and like I say, Atom, not that Atom's the best thing since sliced bread, it's not, but Atom is one of the charts which has already outperformed the chart structure of Ethereum, so it would be primed to go higher. First of all, obviously, you would only really target the incremental moves back up to the top of this range, which is just short of around $18 or so. But to be fair, if that breaks, then we move up into the $22 to $24 or whatever. I'm not saying this so you can trade Atom. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. It's just one of many, and the one that I did take a position in on Friday after the live stream. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it with you there. A bit of food for thought. Altcoins and alt seasons, well, they do get clicks, don't they? So I suppose that's part of what I'm saying, but it's based upon the charts. Hopefully this isn't just something that I'm just making up for you. You're thinking, oh, it's just clickbait, blah. It's not clickbait. Yeah, I'm letting you know that there is something brewing, something similar that we saw. So it's on a much smaller scale, but similar behavior to what we saw at the end of 2020 leading into that alt season. But just to put it into context, give or take 100% for all altcoins if these signals confirm. And look, 100% on average. Some of them will probably do many hundreds. Some of them might just not do anything at all. Judge each chart individually and on their own merit. So I'll leave it with you there. I hope you have a nice day. For the algorithm, leave a comment. Today's comment would be, what's the worst film you've ever seen? What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Tell me about that. I'm trying to think what the worst film I've ever seen is. off the top of my head now, it was probably, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Like, comment, and subscribe. And join the Patreon as well. Have a nice day. Take it easy.